Welcome back to the Fixed Ops Roundtable. I'm Connor Kirby, here joined by Vanessa Collins, who are some very prominent business leaders, starting with Elliott.
Afternoon, Elliott Ryan, General Sales Manager at Suburban Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Troy.
Hi, I'm Shawn, Leline, General Manager, Suburban Mazda of Troy.
Dustin, Ciccarelli, General Manager at Suburban Subaru of Troy.
Mike Bakaturski, Fixed Ops Director, Land Rover Troy.
And Shawn, tell us about your journey and how you identify emerging leaders inside your organization.
Well, I started a little different than most. I came out of actually fixed ops. So I started as, I've been in the dealership role for a long time, but I came out as a service director over at our Chrysler store in Farmington Hills, then a regional fixed op director for Lithia, Suburban Lithia, and then had the opportunity to go back in store about a year and a half ago as the general manager of Suburban Mazda. In regard to looking for potential new leaders, it's work ethic, it's personal ownership, and how they in customer service and what they do day to day.
Thank you for sharing.
Awesome. So my next question, anybody can take a stab at it first, but what mentorship or development programs did you experience during your time growing through the ranks at your dealership or within Lithia as an organization? And what opportunities similar to mentorship do you offer your employees today?
I think I'll take that. I mean, just as of recent, I was granted the opportunity to work with Lithia's AMP program, which was a leadership program developed through the corporation to, identify future leaders and give us a lot of insight when it comes to different departments, growing our people, really embodying what Lithia is all about, and working our core values to the extreme. So
That's awesome. Congratulations. That's a great program to graduate from.
Yeah, for me, I think it's, we have 300 plus dealerships in the country, and we have a lot of support. I mean, I've reached out to Dustin numerous times and other general managers coming out of fixed ops that had a lot to learn about the variable side of the business.
Yeah.
Between our platform GM who sat with me, weekly, going over used cars, procurement, how to manage that used car inventory, new cars, and then even our regional VP, Mike Kavanaugh, that guidance. What's nice about Suburban Lithia is we have leadership meetings, we have summits for fixed operations, used cars, finance. So taking all that in, that's kind of grown me over the last year and a half to just become a better leader, and also just running the store a lot cleaner, easier.
Yeah, one thing that we do have available, to Shawn's point, is there's no shortage of other leaders who are available to you at any time to give you best advice in any department. So if it's fixed ops, if it's new cars, used cars, we also have very many brands, and we all share brands. So if somebody's doing better than you, they're always eager to pick up the phone and give you advice on anything that you need to overcome, or just any advice at all. So I had a question for Shawn and Mike. How do you guys determine whether somebody is ready to be, a service manager or next up in service, or service lane manager? I've just been wondering that because, service is one of the, the most difficult areas to excel at, and having a service leader like you, Mike, they're very few and far in between. So how have you guys been able to find that right person for those roles, or how do you know who's right to work for you to make sure that you have the best department?
I think I can just use my personal experience from that. I emerged I ran the BDC for 19 of our stores. So traditionally a contact center environment, but it ran very well that I was afforded time with fixed ops directors, service managers, to really engage with them and learn from them. And I think for me, what I would be looking for now that I'm in that fixed role is, it's all about the customer and finding solutions. I don't think any customer truly cares what you can't do for them. It's always what you can do for them and provide a solution. Because ultimately we're always here for our customers and to problem solve. So for me, I'm looking for that person that never says no, always finds the solution, and never cracks really under the pressure, because there's a lot of pressure to find those solutions, and sometimes you just have to take a step back and look for that solution and kind of really think critical. So critical thinker, and kind of that's what I try to do, and that's, I think, what kind of afforded me the opportunity to jump into fixed from that BDC world.
Yeah, I would agree with Mike. You know, a lot of it's customer service. You know, we have to have customer service. That's our number one priority with the service side of it. And problem solving is a big part of it, but managing your time. I mean, service is, you know, where a service manager gets in at 10 after 6 every day, and he's there all day till about 5. But it's a fast moving, fast paced business, and just a coach, right? You have to coach your team. How do you build a team? And if you have that right coach and that right leader in there, I mean, that's that. I always look for people that with more customer service skills and coaching ability than anything. So, in time management, that's my number one for me.
This is a question for everybody, but how does the DART program strengthen the larger business?
I think ultimately that's like just a core of like developing the people that we want out of, you know, our company. Like we want to develop the best of the best, right? We want to identify those that have an actual passion for this business, which is hard to find in a lot of ways. I think that's what's great. You know, we partner with Northwood and a lot of other regional schooling that helps us find and identify those guys that have, and those guys and girls that have the passion and that want to be a part of this business. And like you see it, what comes through them is they're just amazing individuals, and they've done super well, and they embrace the culture, they embrace Lithia, and they embrace everything that we do here. So I think it's an absolute huge impact for our business.
I agree. Yeah, I think any one of us would take a DART
100%.
program student right now, and I've been lobbying for a year now. So, so yeah, very good program, and yeah, it is hard to find in this business. Just, you know, generally people that are as passionate that we have become in this business. So, finding people at such a young age that have already decided this is pretty much what we would like to do, you know, that's huge. Yeah, that's huge.
Well, you're in luck, Dustin, because the DART program is growing for sure. I know Diego's making a big point to really hold for Northwood students too. I mean, you've seen it yourself.
Yeah.
These Northwood students, they're talented. They love automotive. They're passionate about it. Like you said, Elliott, it's hard to find somebody passionate about this business, and you'll definitely find that at Northwood. But my last question is, do any of you have a success story that you want to share from any of the programs within Suburban, whether that be DART or a unique program specific to your store?
It's kind of tough because we're all kind of success stories. I mean, Elliott started in sales,
Yeah.
and now it's GSM, and most
Well,
likely.
yourselves are the walking success story.
I mean, Mike started as a BDC, then BDC manager for years.
It's amazing.
Now he's a service director. So
Yeah.
I think our careers in general up here are kind of the proof and that these are success stories. And we've had mentors. Mike used to one-on-one mentor Elliott for a while. So there's just a lot of success stories up here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think Mike's saying is the right butts in the right seats.
Right people, right seats.
Right
yeah.
people, right seats. And I think now that I'm in the fixed operations director role, after being a service manager for a year, but had that exposure for over, I think December makes 8 years with the business. So it's been a great experience.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
And you're from different departments too, BDC, service, sales.
Right.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what department. You can grow your way up, expand your knowledge.
And that's what's nice about this business. I mean, you could start as a porter in this business,
Yes.
work your way up to be a general manager, even owner eventually at some of these places. So that's what's great about this business. If you're passionate and want to work hard, you can move up fast in this business. You just have to be willing to put the time and effort in. You're not going to get it right away. But
Take advantage of opportunities.
yeah, there's a lot of opportunities out there in this business. It's great. I love it.
Especially our company, because we have so many avenues, so many other stores, so many ability. I mean, Shawn started with a Chrysler store, and now he's a general manager of a Mazda store.
Wow.
I'm still at the same store I started in sales at,
Yeah.
but that's not very common. Usually, it's
Right.
we move somewhere else. And,
I think the bigger picture too is that like we have all really taken on this culture, and the idea that like we are growth powered by people is one of our biggest sponsors, right? And like we all live and breathe it, and we all want to grow better individuals. We want to have successors that are gonna heighten, they're gonna be better than us, and so we look for that, and we drive for it, and we that's why we partner with, again, Northwood. We partner with all these great resources to find people that are going to success us, and they're going to make our business even better and better and better. So But that's like just deep ingrained within us, and that's huge and different. That sets us apart from anyone that really is in this automotive world. Is that we just are different.
I like what you said about living and breathing the core values, because that's so true here at Lithia. It's like they're not just about us. You truly embody them every single day, all four of them. The motto too. It's amazing.
Well, my favorite one is improve constantly.
Yes.
And that's what I like to do. So
That is my
that's
favorite
what I
too,
like to see.
I will say. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. Taking the time out of your busy days to tell us about your story, your success story. You guys are the right butts in the right seats, and we just really appreciate you providing insight for today's episode.
All right.
Thank you very much.
you.
Guys.
I'm Vanessa Collins, joined by Connor Kirby, and stay tuned because we are going to be right back.